absolutely fire. She's going to talk about LinkedIn specifically, but just her principles in general are amazing. And she has a course, I think it's primarily just for women who want to learn content. And she's crushing it. I've learned a lot from her. Callaway, his YouTube videos are great for storytelling and hooks. Like, that's where you learn how to communicate inside of a 90-second video. Super well. Okay, we are now out of the content marketing, short form content people. Okay, let's move into branding and positioning. Whenever I say that, this is how you stand out. This is how you associate yourself with what people are going to be thinking whenever they see you, which is so important. It's so overlooked. Okay, I talk about this all the time. The counter positioning, the brand pillars, all of it. It's so important. Number one is Caleb Ralston. Caleb Ralston's YouTube he's just now starting to pop off. It's going insane. He was the creative director for Gary Vaynerchuk and for Alex Hormozi. And now he just recently went on his own. He was on a podcast with Jay Klaus recently. That is 10 out of 10. Okay? 10 out of 10. All right, number two, this one is tricky. It's Sean Puri. Sean Puri is the co-host of the My First Million podcast. And now listen, that podcast is great for business. They're going to give you business ideas and all these different things, which is fine. I don't listen for it for that. But 90% of what they say is going to be like business stuff. But 10% of what Sean will talk about on his newsletter, on My First Million, solo episodes, is marketing. And that 10% is gold. It's like some of this most insane stuff that blows my mind. So Sean Puri, but you got to truly like dig into the weeds with him. Okay, so we're now 7 people in. We just talked about branding and positioning with those 2 guys. Now let's talk about monetization. Okay, one of my other mentors, these are actually 2 of my other mentors, is Ben Bader. Ben Bader is the info prince. The prince of info is what I would call him. Okay, the prince of Miami. You know what I mean? The Van Cleef on the wrist, the courtside seats at the Miami Heat games. You know what I'm saying? The Porsche 911s. Let's ride. I don't know what just happened to me right there. Ben has a burner Instagram called Benny Jets that you want to go follow. That's where he spits all of his game. And then he has a course or a community called Artisan Lab. I am in that community. It has been extremely formative for me, and he's going to teach you how to do copywriting, landing pages, funnels, VSLs, and the guest speakers in there are 10 out of 10. Okay, so I'd heavily suggest getting into Artisan Lab. Number 2, another person who I have paid for coaching is Nicholas Cole. Nicholas Cole is a writer. He's a ghostwriter at first. So if you're seeing this and you're like, I don't want to get in front of a camera, forget anybody I've ever said and just go to Nicholas Cole. He's like the writer of this group. But more importantly, for me specifically, is inside of his community called PGA is a gold mine of how to build an agency. It's like changed my life, guys. I can't explain that enough. It's expensive. It's high ticket. Worth it, though, if you're trying to go build an agency route. That with Artisan Lab and then Cut 30. Those are 3 courses that I've all paid for. I think the only 3 courses I've ever paid for, and they've all been phenomenal. And the last 2 people are on mindset, and do not overlook these. Do not overlook these. I have every morning, I would say 80% of my mornings, I have woken up and I've listened to a YouTube channel called Inspired by Florian, Florian. And all this is 2-hour edits of like podcast clips, movie clips, motivational clips. And it's just 30 seconds of Joe Rogan, terrible example, of saying something motivational. Alex Hormozi saying something motivational. David Goggins saying something motivational. And it just like gets in your effing like psyche that you can do it, man. And you have to like start your day with it. Like I start my day with the Bible and then Inspired by Florian. It's like, I just have to, because I will lose self-belief so fast. And that's so corny, but I just have it on. Just Goggins telling me, who's going to carry the boats? Who's going to carry the... As I'm just freaking writing an email. I'm not even kidding. That's been one of the most important parts of my journey. And then the last one. This is what I think separates me, and honestly, I didn't even want to give this away. It is the Founders Podcast with David Sinra. And what you do, you're studying history's greatest entrepreneurs, and you're taking the principles and you're applying it to content. If you were to deep dive David Sinra's Founders Podcast and then deep dive my TikToks, you would see parallels of how I would binge every single Steve Jobs podcast in the Founders Podcast. And I'm pulling up principles of Steve Jobs. Oh, Steve Jobs counter-positioned. Oh, Steve Jobs stretched the TAM. Oh, Steve Jobs did this. And then I'm applying it to niches and contents because I truly believe history's greatest entrepreneurs are the best people to study in any niche. Any niche in the world. If you are a freaking gardener, go study how Elon Musk built freaking Tesla and apply it to your garden. Okay? That is my edge, I believe. And if you made it this far, then you deserve it. You deserve my edge. But if you didn't make it this far, too bad for them. All right, there it is. I'm going to recap one more time. Alex Garcia, Oren Meets World, Colin Landforce. Those three guys, the Cut 30 guys, they're phenomenal. Number 4 is Callaway, and then Courtney Johnson. These are your people who are going to teach you short form content, and you're going to become a legend at content strategy and short form content. Then we go to branding and positioning. We have Caleb Ralston and Sean Purry. They're going to teach you how to counter position and make brand pillars and association and what to talk about and what not to talk about. Then we move to monetization, which is Ben Bader and Artisan Lab, and Nicholas Cole with Premium Ghostwriting Academy. And then we go to mindset with Inspired by Florian and the Founders Podcast. Hell yeah. 2 years ago, I was working for a nonprofit and probably making $3,000 a month. And this month, almost to the date, I'm about to make my highest month in business, potentially $50,000 to $60,000. And I am the most average piece of shit human being. I'm just the most normal guy in the world. There's like literally nothing special about me. Very average athlete, small school, B's and C's, no charisma. That's it. I'm the most average guy in the world, but I went through 5 very transformational stages over the last 2 years that I want to share with you if you are on your journey to make your first $10,000 online with a business. I want to be clear, this is from 0 to 10K. This is for people that are trying to start. If you're already crushing it, yeah, maybe you can watch this video and reflect on your journey, but these stages, I think, means so much to me. It's like I reflect with such a sense